Welcome to my channel, Comic Book Noise, where we talk about my comic book company, Digital Noise, where we explain the characters and the storylines within the Digital Noise universe. Today, I want to talk about something that I'm very proud of, which is the second title that ever came out from Digital Noise. And it's a title that I feel very passionate about and I feel very strong about. It has so much meaning to me. And the reason why it has so much meaning to me is because of the main message behind it. AIDS awareness. So the reason why it's about HIV and AIDS positive issues is because it's the first superhero team that was ever created in the comic book industry where all the members are HIV or AIDS positive. And this team is called the Positive O+MEN. And the Positive O+MEN got a lot of buzz when it came out. I came out with the title in 2007, and it was pretty much the rage of the talk of the town of New York. I was in a lot of press about it. It was sort of controversial subject, but at the same time educational. And well, let's talk about the O+MEN in full detail so you understand what I'm saying. So, the Positive O+MEN is a super team where all the members are HIV or AIDS positive, and their powers derived because of their status. And you can see the group here. This is the first issue that I ever came out with, and it's the first publishing of the second title I ever came out with, the Digital Noise. And it was a pretty cool cover. Today I can do a lot better, but it was I thought it was a pretty cool cover at the time. The reason why the Positive O+MEN came into existence is because of a young man and billionaire, Tom L. Eckhart, who inherited his father's fortune, who had a major company within the entertainment industry. He was a gay young man, and when he inherited his riches and when his father died, he sort of became like a party boy. He was of the LGBTQ community, and he was pretty much, I guess you would say, sexual in his endeavors when he inherited his money, and he had a sense of wealth and power, and it made him feel sexy and made him want to go out there and be promiscuous and all and everything. And things happen, and he found out and he became HIV positive. So that kind of ruined his world, and so he had to deal with this, and he took it kind of hard because of so many things and personal issues he had with himself, with his father. He didn't have a high esteem of himself because of certain things that happened in his past and his relationship with his father and family. He tried to find different tests and things on cures. He invested in so many different scientific studies and things like that to find a cure for AIDS and HIV to cure himself. But he never did, of course, because there basically isn't a cure. So one day, he received a letter from CORD, which stands for Quintessential Organization of Research and Development. And so within this letter, they said they might have a vaccine that may cure the virus, the HIV or AIDS virus. And so they were doing a multitude of studies with different people from different walks of life and to test this experiment. So with a lot of thinking over and a lot of research within the organization and what this organization is about, he trusted and he went in for this testing. And so when he did, his T cells started to grow over the past months, and everything and stuff, and everything seemed fine. It seemed like his virus was about to be cured. But one day, things changed after about 3 months, and his body started to have these bad reactions to the vaccine. But what he didn't realize was that the reactions were some newfound powers that were growing in him. So when he started to realize these powers, he knew something was wrong, but he still had the AIDS and HIV virus. But what happened, or should I say the HIV virus, but what was happening is that the virus was rapidly developing 2 times than it once did before. So it was rapidly growing inside him is the virus. So, but he had these growing powers coming out with him. So he really looked into this company. He tried to sue this organization, and he couldn't because of contracts and everything. So he had a bitter vengeance about it, and his bitterness started to grow. But as this was happening, his power started to grow. And so what was happening was that he realized that he had these abilities, and he was going to try to use this to find out who did this to him and why. When he started this new agenda, he discovered that there were other people that developed these powers as well around the world. So what he came to do was start to visit these people and to see if they wanted to help in his endeavors to find out who did this evil scheme to him, and as well as the others with this fake vaccine. Because after they received the testing, all of a sudden that organization seemed to disappear, and it just disappeared out of existence. But we'll find out more later about who CORD is, what this organization is about in the next video. So let's talk about who Tom McCord discovered, and we'll talk about Tom McCord himself. Nightcry, aka Tom McCord, has the supernatural power over darkness and shadows. Hot, aka Christina Lopez, has the ability to conjure up fire and generate the power of the sun in multiple ways. Chaos, aka Zach Turner, has the ability to make outside atmospheric situations extreme or render them impotent. Memory, aka Jean Fong, has the ability to relive events from her own and other people's lives, and she can change that past to alter the present. Goth, real name unknown, never dies and can replicate and use whatever force attempt to kill him or murder him. Precious, aka Ginger Ross, her ability is ultra super strength, and she is very nearly invulnerable. Slumber, aka Elvis Perez, has the ability to enter one's dreams and turn the visions into reality. Agony, aka Marilyn Davis, has the ability to cause one to feel excruciating pain of her choice without physical attack of any kind. Eros, aka Jake DeBonis, has the power to change others' sexual attraction toward him into a force he can use and control. So that's the Positive O+MEN Plus as a team, as a summary. I will talk about more in depth of what the Positive O+MEN are about in the next video. I should mention that I'm HIV AIDS negative. So I just want to get that across. I don't, because people have the idea because you have a cause that you're somehow involved in it. But I just feel passionate about the issue of AIDS, HIV and AIDS awareness, because I get tested like every 6 months just to get tested to see if I'm fully negative or positive just to know my status. But over the years of doing that, in certain communities, I found out that young kids were finding out that they were positive, and coming from clinics and clinic testings, I would see young kids, basically, like from the age of 14 and up, or maybe even younger, finding out that they're positive. And so that struck a chord in me over the years. And so when I had the chance to develop my own comic book company, this was an issue that I wanted to tackle with one of my titles. And I still feel very passionate about the issue of HIV and AIDS, as well as many other issues as cancer. Now we have this virus going around, or anything that has any type of ills against humanity. So this is why I created the Positive O+MEN, is because of that reason. And I hope one day we'll find a cure for HIV and AIDS, as we should for cancer, and as I feel for now this virus that's around us today. So I'm going to tackle all those issues within my comic book universe. So that's all I wanted to talk about from this video about the Positive O+MEN. So wait till next week when I explain more about the details and the characters within the Positive O+MEN universe. So be safe out there and take care.